Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ralphie and this is my slightly belated studio tour. The year is 2020 and yeah, I'm just going to do a quick pan of the room. I'm super excited to show you this space. We've just moved into this place probably about 2 months in, and if you've checked out my previous videos on this channel, I had a much smaller space before, like 3x3, and I was stacking things upwards because I just couldn't fit everything in, whereas this is 4x4, and as you can see, it's a much bigger space, and feeling very blessed to be here. So yeah, I hope to show you around, and if you've got any comments or feedback, please just post them and let me know what you think. This is going to be super fast. It's more of an update video really, but so I'm not going to get into too much detail unless you want me to, I guess. Just let me know in the comments. So my two passions are music and gaming. So as you can see from this rack, is a collection of preamps and that. I have used this gear recently for a new client, and since I'm new to this space, yeah, not many people know of my new studio, but here it is. Here's the first glimpse. So yeah, preamps and gaming consoles. You got the Xbox One. I'm really digging this over the PlayStation, I guess. Don't know why, I just do. Although in saying that, there's the PS3, PlayStation Classic. I do really like the PlayStation Classic. Once you mod it, it comes to life. Master System, one of my first loves when growing up. All the other Nintendo classics, the PS2, and yeah, like I say, I'm not going to dive into too much. There's a whole bunch of equipment that's kind of hidden because I didn't want to bring everything out all in one go. Because yeah, I just kind of wanted to make this space look really clean. 2 sets of stereo speakers. Now obviously these PreSonus ones ideally should be standing upwards and not sideways. It does even actually tell you that in the manual, but I don't know, it just looks better this way, and I guess it doesn't really fit otherwise. So that's how it is. This is a really key point in my system. It's basically the JBL Big Knob, if that's what you want to call it. The cool thing about it is I can switch between the source input, so it's the PC input, but also if I've got my Xbox, I can switch to that and blah blah blah. Sometimes I use the internal speakers in the monitors itself. If I'm like watching, you know, Netflix on one screen, then I've got the Xbox in the other, and I kind of have the Xbox sound through the stereo, whereas the Netflix is through the monitor. So I play around with that. This is really cool. The Sonos stereo, it sounds really great. My favorite feature, I guess, is streaming Spotify straight to that. So that's really cool. There's some gear that's really not set up quite yet. I mean, like I say, we've only been really here 2 months, but a lot of it is set up. But a lot of it isn't set up yet. Yeah, so there we go. There's some more preamps in that. This is my Holy Grail Avalon 737. I absolutely love that on vocals. Some synths down there, and there's your sub. This is a bit of a toy. I got this at a thrift store. It's an X-Arcade mouse thing. I got it because it came with some Atari games, and yeah, I mean, it's a glorified mouse ball. I kind of still use it. There's some shoes of mine. I'm not a shoe collector or anything, but kind of looks cool there. This is really nice piece of collector's kit. Street Fighter arcade stick. Again, love my gaming, love music, so those are my two passions. On the wall we've got the alarm, obviously. This space is fully monitored with alarm and cloud recording with camera set up around the property, because I guess you've got to have that kind of thing when you got goodies in your house. Keyboards, love keyboards, as you can see from my little synthesizer collection over there. I've started patching everything into this roll-in mixer, which then goes into like a speaker or whatever, but everything essentially is patched through that. I've got things like MIDI through boxes if I want to have one master keyboard and control a whole bunch, or sync a whole bunch together, so that's really fun. Obviously the TR8 I use as a master MIDI controller most of the time, and that sets the master tempo to all the other tracks if I want to have a jam. This is a Numark Dj Controller. It's not my main DJ controller when I play gigs. I actually prefer the whole iPad setup, because, you know, I'd prefer to carry an iPad rather than a laptop. This is a really cool find, again at a thrift store. I guess that, what is it? Geek Inventory Arcades is a New Zealand company, and they've just put a, what do you call it, inside. It's got like 5,000 games, which is pretty cool. Like, I'll quickly show you. This is a really fun toy. So it's got Mega Drive. Some of the consoles don't work, but like most of them do. Master System, all sorts. As you can see, the N64 one doesn't really work. So if you can get this working, let me know in the comments, because but otherwise everything else works. 5,000 games, it's ridiculous. And I'm still finding, that's what I mean. It's got RetroPie inside. So yeah. This is a monitor that I've set up, which I use for gigs all the time. I usually play acoustic gigs, actually, as a singer, guitarist, that kind of thing. That's my bread and butter, I guess, when it comes to music. I mean, I record people in the space, and I guess the talent pool in New Zealand is really small, so in terms of income, I mean, obviously I've got my day job and that, and I do book clients, and here is another income stream, but in terms of music, it's all about gigs, really. So that's that. This is a really fun, quirky part about our new house, is it's basically got wheelchair access throughout the house. So yeah, this is our own built-in elevator, and it works, obviously. It goes to upstairs if required. So that's pretty cool. I've just put my chairs in there for now while I'm filming, so everything is clean for you guys. So there we go. Some guitar collection. I've actually tried to reduce my guitar collection, because I've realised, I mean, I'm obviously okay-ish with the guitar, seeing as though I get booked for singer-songwriter guitar gigs, but I started off on the piano, so I guess I've got more keyboards than guitars now. Not sure, but I have tried to downsize my guitars. There's a few other random guitar bits just on the wall there. Yeah, so this is the vocal booth, and I usually set up like a sexy Neumann microphone on there, or whatever. So there we go. Man, let me tell you a story. So this is a blind here, which was such a mission to set up. Wow, I was cussing and cursing with that, but managed to get it done. So yeah, there we go. It's just a quick pan, really. The other cool thing about this house, I guess, is the rails that came with the house, which is perfect for cables, right, and headphones. I'm not going to delve too much in here, but it's basically extra storage space and all that jazz. Yeah. So there we go. Shh, private in there. But yeah, and the cool thing is light switches and all that. Other cool thing is there's our alarm, obviously, but you can fade the lights, which is cool. And yeah, and the other cool thing is this room came with an aircon, heat pump. So if it gets too hot or whatever, You just put that on and it's easy breezy. The other essential part of my workflow is the soft tube console, so I don't have space for a big console in this room, so this acts as that. For all the audio engineer geeks out there, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, there we go. Let me know what you think. I'm absolutely enjoying this space, feeling very blessed. I mean, if you've checked out my other videos, came from a much smaller space and it was a little bit cluttered, I reckon, whereas this is a little bit more organized. So let me know what you think, and if you've got any comments and feedback, let me know. And if you're in Auckland and you want to book a recording, hit me up. If you want to book the space to record, hit me up, ralphie.co.nz. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching. This is my space for 2020.